We're business partners, or had you forgotten?
I hadn't forgotten.
And you know, as your business partner, I think that I have a right to know exactly how you plan to get hubby to finance this film I'm producing for you.
My plan hasn't changed, Chris.
But it doesn't seem to be progressing very fast, Paige. Obviously, you need somebody like me to nudge you from time to time.
I work at my own pace, darling. Don't worry. You'll get your money.
Our money.
I told you I have to be careful not to push Dennis too fast.
Why?
He's refused Alex Wheeler's job offer.
He has refused to be Alex's executive assistant at World Oil?
Yes.
Why?
There are many reasons.
One of which is?
One of which is his mother.
She's against it.
She is for it.
Then I don't see the problem.
I told you, Dennis can't be pushed.
And she's the pushy type?
Very.
Oh, it sounds like the two of you should be fast friends.
Ha! Very funny.
Well, I didn't mean it to be funny. It sounds like the two of you have a lot in common.
Well, Iris doesn't think so.
Perhaps I should talk to Iris.
Chris, you stay out of this. I am warning you.
I wonder how she'd feel about her daughter-in-law being a big Hollywood star.
I don't think she'd like the idea very much.
Mm-hmm. And what about her husband?
Well, Alex isn't as old-fashioned as Iris, but quite frankly, I couldn't care what either of them thought. Dennis is the important person.
And would it bother Dennis to see his darling wife staring down at him from the big silver screen?
I can handle Dennis, darling.
You sound very certain of yourself.
Where Dennis is concerned, sweetheart, I am. Don't forget I got him to marry me.
It's true. True. And I still marvel at that. How did you manage that?
That's my little secret, sweetheart. All you have to worry about is whether I remain successful.
Okay.
Now, the other problem is making sure that Dennis doesn't get too close to Elliot Carrington.
And how do you propose to do that?
Oh, I have some plans. Unlike Iris, I have to be very subtle. Very subtle.
Now, Dennis, how exactly do you plan to go about father's name?
I don't know. I suppose I'll have to talk to my father.
That won't be easy for him.
I know.
He'll have to dredge up a great many unpleasant memories.
Well, he's going to have to understand it's for his own good.
I just want you to move carefully in this.
I will. I'll even talk to Barrett Marshall if I have to. Because whatever happens, I want all of this out in the open.
You're beginning to sound like a reporter, you know that?
Am I?
Mm-hmm, yes, and I mean that as a compliment. I think Elliot has a son that he can be very proud of.
You know, Vicky, I've been meaning to talk to you about that job offer at KVIK.
Yeah?
Well, you were serious about it, weren't you?
Of course I was serious.
Good. Because I'd like to take you up on your offer.
Dennis, have you thought about this? I mean, really thought about it?
Look, I know it seems sudden. I know you just made the job offer yesterday,
Yeah,
but...
I don't want you rushing into anything, especially now, when you're so obviously upset about your father.
Look, Vicky, I need a change right now. This may seem sudden, but it's been coming on for a long time.
I understand that. But are you certain that the field of television news is the right change?
It's good enough for my father. I guess it's good enough for me.
Dennis.
Look, I know what you're going to say. The decision has to be mine.
Yes, it does. Although I certainly think you should talk it over with Elliot.
Well, I'll do that, but I don't think this is the right time. What are you thinking?
How wonderful it would have been if Stryker and I had a son like you.
I love my father, Vicky.
I know you do. Elliot's a very lucky man. Of course, you know you're going to have trouble with your mother over this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that.
Iris isn't going to be very happy with your decision to follow in your father's footsteps.
Look, I don't care what my mother thinks.
Oh. Now, Dennis, I know you're going through a bad time with Iris right now, but you don't really mean that.
Look, I realized how much my mother doesn't care when she stormed into the Top of the World Club. It doesn't seem like there's anything she's ever approved of that I've done, and there's no way I can make her happy.
Oh, yes, Iris can be very stubborn at times. She likes to have things her own way.
Well, I'll tell you something. My mother's going to realize how stubborn I can be.
So your mind is made up?
If you'll have me.
Oh, we'll have you all right. And I consider us very lucky to get you.
Fine. When do I start?
That's up to you.
Well, I have a few things to take care of at the gallery. I have to call the owners in New York, make arrangements for a replacement.
Have you told your wife yet about your plans?
Not yet. I'd like to talk to Alex first. And to tell you the truth, Vicky, I don't think that's going to be very pleasant.
Ah, it's good to see you, Dennis.
I'm sorry to be coming by the office like this.
That's no problem. Come on, sit down.
I hope you understand why it's easier for me to meet you here.
Yes, I think I do.
Mom and me getting along the way we have.
Oh, no. Don't worry, Dennis. You don't have to make excuses, although I must say I don't quite understand why you and Mother aren't getting along.
Well, to put it simply, it's about Elliot. And right now, I think I've got some more news that's going to upset her even more.
What is that?
I've just finished meeting with Vicky Bellman. And I've decided to accept a job offer to work at KVIK.
To work at the television station?
That's right. Now, I won't be able to start off as a reporter. That's something I'm going to have to work my way up to. But I've decided to make that investment.
I wasn't aware that Vicky made you an offer.
I talked to Stryker and Vicky yesterday.
In other words, this is fairly recent.
Yeah.
Well, Dennis, I won't say that I'm not disappointed, but I certainly will respect any decision that you've made.
Well, thank you. I wish Mom would have extended such a courtesy.
Well, I think that she will accept this once she knows it's what you really want.
Oh, I don't know about that. Mom wasn't very accepting last night.
Oh, yeah, she told me about the telephone conversation.
What phone conversation?
When she called you at the Top of the World Bar.
Mom didn't call me.
Well,
what she did was fly into Page's office.
Was this before or after she spoke with Rena?
She didn't speak with Rena.
Wait a minute, I don't quite understand. She said that Rena was standing with you at the bar.
No, first of all, I wasn't at the bar. And second of all, Rena didn't even show up at the club that night.
No, that's not right.
Yes, it is right. You're going to have to accept that.
But you must be mistaken.
No, I'm not mistaken, Alex.
But why would Iris lie to me?
Because she knew you wouldn't approve of her coming over here and putting the screws to me, that's why.
No, of course not, I wouldn't approve, but I still can't believe that.
Well, you better believe it, and you better accept it, because that's the way Mom is.
I've never seen this side of Iris. I'm shocked.
Well, I'm not shocked. I'm mad. I've got a good mind to go over there right now and tell her where to get off.
No, Dennis.
Well, then you better do something, Alex, because if you don't, she's going to start all over again.
You leave Iris to me.